Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of Persia in Victoria 3, where we are playing as Persia in Victoria 3. We are going for the educated achievement, which is to complete the learn the game objectives. So we are having a lot of fun doing that. We are completing them as they pop up. Let's go ahead and just take a look at what other journal entries we have, because I did not do that before I started recording. Nothing crazy that we need to work towards. I'm not really going for liberalism quite yet. I think I want to stick as Persia for as a monarchy, and even an autocratic monarchy, as long as I can, honestly. I feel like that's just going to be the route I want to go in this playthrough, unless something pops up that changes my mind in the form of a learn the game journal entry. We are currently looking at a bureaucratic shortfall, so do we have? We do not. So we're going to need at least a little bit more government administration. Where has low taxation capacity to breeze still? A little bit. Could I upgrade that to filing cabinets and fix that issue right away? Yes. Does that fix our taxation capacity? Quite a bit. Not fully, but quite a bit. We are still riding pretty strongly on our lack of taxes. I'll go with a little bit of a service tax just to keep our income positive. Some nice bonuses for our troops. That is good. Now then, the real question is there anyone I would like to try and take over? It has been a little while since we've done any sort of conquest or anything, so let's go ahead and attempt to vassalize Jabal Shamar. We'll mobilize an army and put them on the border. Just one should be more than enough, and we'll see if anybody really wants to jump in here and get involved. The Austrians have already backed down. We're about halfway through. No one has gotten involved yet. There is our institution upgraded. Yeah, if no one gets involved, we can take this pretty easily. There we go. No one's going to jump in. Institution-wise, can't really upgrade anything. 89 for bureaucracy cost. We could go for a police force. Yeah, let's try and get a police force active now since we have the bureaucracy to handle it. We're going to take over Jamal Shamar quite quickly. Our troops should push straight through theirs. Shouldn't even be much of a contest. I'll go ahead and put on opium tax for a little bit as well, just to keep our income positive. Let's keep our gold reserves building instead of relying on tax growth. There we go, some mechanical tools. We do have other techs already queued up, so that is good for us. Mechanical tools wise, well, first off, we could go up to slaughterhouses, and I think that's well worth it for us. Patent stills, we'd still struggle with a little bit. This would be a shortage of hardwood. Now, do we not have? Okay, we do have hardwood focus, so that's just in general a shortage that we'll have to deal with. Reinforced wooden ships, we would need engines and hardwood. So it seems like some wood production is probably on the table. We can go ahead and focus on that a little bit as well. Yeah, and then let's build up our logging camps. So Tabriz seems like as good a place as any to throw a bunch down. And in the meantime, we're just going to continue to casually push our way right through their forces and conquest their territory. Here, we'll just take the enactment success chance. Should be fine. I think we are fully using our road maintenance edicts for protecting our market access. Tabriz is still struggling. There we go. Jabal Shamar is ours. I don't know if there's anywhere else we would really want to push into immediately. You know, the Ottomans have quite a few battalions under their control. Can I get an alliance with anybody? No one major, a bunch of little guys. I'm not really interested in allying little guys. Now, the Trucial States, though, we're actually going to damage relations with them because I do want to get after them. They are a protectorate of Great Britain. We might be able to get, like, France to help us against Great Britain or something. Great Britain's navy is a little bit stronger, but France can invade them sometimes, so that might be something we look towards. Because we're going to need, unless we want to build up a very large navy, which we probably should consider doing, it's just a matter at the moment of we're more focusing on our country as a whole. I mean, we could jump up to this and then maybe go a little bit heavier with the naval bases, just so that we can get more ships in the on the seas. We can afford to drop this consumption tax for now, just get our authority a little higher. I will take some more enactment success chance. Yes, please. Targeting Bemba. There are road maintenance edict down there as well. Khorasan we're really struggling with. And we don't even have railways yet. Is railways on the table? Not yet. Or no, we're currently developing railways. So 31 months we can start building railways and fix a lot of those issues. And then we'll be able to pull back on those road maintenance edicts and get our authority back in as a strength for us. I cannot believe we haven't passed this yet. That's absolutely insane, to be honest. We'll throw a road maintenance edict here too, just to finish that up. And let's take a look at our market and just see what are we short on. We have a ton of fabric and not enough clothes manufacturing, so that's an easy solution right there. Let's build some of that up, and we're going to focus in on really building up in Luristan and Isfahan. So that should do us some good once that's really active. Yeah, the naval bases should build up pretty quickly. The yeah, the military buildings build very fast, so yeah, they should build up themselves pretty quickly. Not really much of a concern there for us. If we can get a lot more art produced, that'll be some good income for us right there. Yeah, overall, we are doing pretty nicely considering our starting position and the fact that we are still a aristocracy. Okay, our heir is also a land-owning traditionalist. And people don't like him because he's a bandit. Mm. An opium-addicted bandit. Great. At least he's older. He is already 38, so... hopefully we'll be able to get him out of power pretty quickly, depending on who his son is. Let me see here. Let's get some nitroglycerin rolling on the iron mines as well. No steam donkeys or anything yet. Now we do have a motor industry. Could we at least bump one of you up to reinforced wooden ships? It's not like it's needed. Maybe we'll just hold off a little bit for that. Not really any decisions to go through, no journal entries we're really working towards outside of just urbanizing Persia in general, which is going to take some time, as well as getting our peasants down. We could, at the very least, drop this services tax. Maybe I'll drop the services tax and I'll just swap it for an opium tax. Keep us a little in the positive, but we're still overall good. There's also some consideration in building up our building ourselves up a little more. The Ottomans have a very large army. Very large army. That would also be something to consider, is just boosting up our armed forces potential. Maybe we do that. Maybe we do like a little bit more in a couple provinces. Get ourselves just, you know, some more troops in the field. Oh, the Trucial Coast are having a revolution. That might be just what we need. Although it looks like the British are actually interfering, so... how is our Navy looking now? We're up to 8 flotillas. And we are keeping our gold reserves in a very strong spot, so... I do definitely like that. We're getting closer and closer to railways. Once we're at railways, we're going full bore and building railways throughout our nation. That'll be in 7 weeks. And we can start building the Great Persian Railway, which will have to navigate through quite a few of these mountain ranges. But it'll definitely do a lot of good for our country to have a railway infrastructure. Okay, there we go. So, railways. I'm just going to start out, we're going to throw one everywhere. And I'm even going to actually push those to the top of the queue, because I think they are that important for us. So it was 2 technologies pretty quickly. We must have already been pretty close to getting baking powder established. So I'm going to want to look at society, because I was thinking... okay, we already have that being established. Hold on, universities. Do we have... we need dialectics, so... I do want to put that on here because we're going to want to get our universities established quite well. We'll get the low market access fixed. The small arms production kind of is in the same boat. We can get luxury furniture going. We could get steel tools going. Increase infrastructure by railways has been completed. Awesome. Steam engine time and branching out. We'll get those established too. And we still have a shortage of hardwood there. Sulfite paping. We don't have enough sulfur for that really. Public trams we'll get whenever we can. So it's saying we need some more sulfur mining. So let's build up the sulfur mines as well. And we'll probably want to build up our lead mines now too, at least a little bit. I think like we can even get away with removing that tax as well. And I'm also going to go through and I'm just going to cancel these road maintenance edicts and just see where that's really... Well, we'll keep this one. We'll pass it around still like we were doing before with the buildings, but I think now that we're going to have the railways... Oh no, we want to cancel these. Yeah, we should be in a much better shape. So Khuzestan is struggling a little bit. We'll put that up for now. Go ahead and put you here. We'll keep you up. And we need one here. So we're just going to go back to passing them around to where we're building buildings at. We still need to deal with slavery. That is something we still needed to deal with. So at some point, I need groups in government that are opposed to slavery. Okay, the intelligentsia are anti-slavery. They would be unacceptable as a government. The landowners are pro-slavery. I'm just trying to find... Like, these guys are pro-slavery, so we don't want them in power. Is there anyone we can just plop in with the intelligentsia? Probably not. They are just barely going to be accepted. We're going to struggle quite a bit with this, but I'm going to try and get ourselves to lose the slave trade. Hopefully this doesn't cause any kind of revolution. I don't think it will, being that the landowners should be quite happy with us for the most part, you know? So if we can get slavery out of here, we can really, really start to blow up our country. Quite a bit. Let's go ahead and put a... we got it on here already. Let's get road maintenance down here. probably cancel it there. Or was that... We had that one up because of the low market access. And we have it on here. We're building again there, so... Reform the government. Current government legitimacy is 27. We'll get it higher once we get rid of slavery. Now, as I knew was going to happen, the landowners are not too happy with this. But it is definitely something we want to push through. So, we should be okay for the most part. I am going to go ahead and expel these guys as diplomats. That just does really make them mad. It's not like we're using our infamy for much right now anyway, and getting a little infamy for upsetting these guys isn't that big of an issue. We at least got ourselves a bonus to passing this. So that is a good boost for us. But Great Britain really doing very strong on the colonization in this playthrough. Yeah, let's just go ahead and push him out. That's fine. We don't really need him anyway. Not at the moment anyway. Yeah, once we get the railways in order, we can really get back around to keeping this stuff in place. Check it out, we got some railways going. Got some trains moving between our country, or our counties. Cancel here. We got it in all those places. Awesome, we got the bonus. I think we can actually go ahead for now and probably drop this in our capital, because I doubt we have... We're only using 41 to 78 infrastructure, so never mind, we're good. Cancel it in FARS. We still got one going here. Like I said, I'd very much like to pass this law. Probably going to be one of the most important laws we can pass at this point in this playthrough. And the fact that our government is just legitimate enough is perfect. Opium addiction, that's tragic. There we go. We have banned slavery. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, obviously we're going to reform government again. The landowners are quite unhappy with us. If we bring them in, that makes us a very nice, strong, righteous government. I think that's what we're going to stick with for now. That gets that sorted for us. We need to get our motor industry level up. I built one, but I didn't build it strong. Looks like it's already doing it itself, though, so that is good. We're getting our clothes issue sorted, so our balance on clothes is almost taken care of, and we still do have an excessive amount of fabric, but that is fine. Is there anywhere we could export some fabric to that would be worth our time? Maybe a king? We had a ton of it. We could even probably export a little bit more, maybe even up to Russia. And then we would need to just build like a little bit more government administration here. Do what we need to do there. And yeah, we'll just focus on continuing to let our stuff grow. Keep trying to pass around these road maintenance edicts where we need them. Great King wants a trade agreement with us. I will take a trade agreement with you, actually. How are you guys on sulfur? I don't know if there's any goods. Low market access in Tabriz. Let's add another railway up there then. And we can go ahead and put back on our services tax since we've gotten our gold reserves pretty depleted. Still building in like the same two locations. Crystal glass has been unlocked. We can, sewing machines, mechanized workshops. Crystal glass would result in a shortage of lead. So we'll get some lead going. We can get some harvesting tools on our rice farms. And I also wanted to look into getting some public trams going as well. Keep boosting our people's standard of living. We've completed steam engine time, so railway throughput, engines throughput, or let's just take the push towards steel railway cars. I think that is a strong push for us. And then let's tag on Central Archives, General Staffing, Percussion Caps, and then maybe water tube boilers. Maybe even a little bit of nationalism. And some egalitarianism. Just let that all continue to roll through. They can keep it to themselves. There we go. Throw a road maintenance vehicle on here to build this pretty quickly. And yeah, I do think that is a good place to end this episode. We've done quite a bit of economic growth. I didn't take a note of where our GDP was at the beginning of the episode, but definitely continuing to go up. Literacy also continuing to go up. Standard of living continuing to go up. Population continuing to go up. Our number of radicals has decreased, and our loyalists are continuing to go up too. So we're in a really, really strong spot, I would say. We could do a couple things to government to push through some more laws, but I'm not really seeing anything I'm looking at as being necessary. And yeah, I do think this is where we're going to end the episode. So if you like the episode, I appreciate a like. If you really like the episode, I would appreciate a subscription, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.